Okay, welcome back to my channel. This is Jacob here. In this video we're going to talk about how you can go out by yourself. So maybe you can resonate with, you are in a social mood, you want to go out, you want to meet new people in nightclubs or in new environments even. You text your friends and then they just come up with excuses, or they don't want to go out that night. And then you just stay home, or you wish, oh, I wish my friends would be more outgoing or would go to this club I want to go to. So in this video we're going to talk about how you can go out alone by yourself and still have fun. Also follow me on Instagram, because there's a lot of value you can get from following me on Instagram. I post multiple times a week, so that's a good way to get in touch with me. Okay, so you might be thinking, oh, I'm not that person who go out alone, that's really pathetic. Or no, it feels uncomfortable to go out, how can I even socialize when it's just me, right? It all starts with you. So if you only rely on your friends to go out, then there's a lot of days and a lot of nights that you're missing out on because your friends are not in the mood, or you rely too much on your friends to go out with. You will also be learning lessons by going out solo, by going out alone, that you can't do with your friends, because this forces you out of your comfort zone, and this forces you out to socialize by yourself and stand your ground and start talking with people. So these are just two benefits of going out by yourself, because you will learn lessons that you wouldn't have learned otherwise. Make sure to watch this video until the end, because then I will tell you a personal story from my life, how I was able to socialize and going out by myself and also finding friends. Make sure to watch the video until the end, because then you will have a step-by-step plan on how you can go out solo, how you can go out by yourself and still have fun. Alright, step number one when you want to go out by yourself is, when you leave your house, you start chatting up people along the way to the destination you're going to. So let's say you're going to a nightclub, then the night starts outside of your house, ideally also in your house. So if you have roommates or meeting your neighbors in the hallway or whatnot, then chat up with the people. This will help you to get in a social mood, so you don't go from 0 to 100 when you're hitting the nightclubs or that event you're going to. Applying the rule that the night starts outside of your door, and then you chat up, for example, the old lady walking the dog, or chatting up the people behind the desk in 7-Eleven if you're going for a bottle of water or whatever it is. This will help you a lot when you go out by yourself, because you need the momentum, you need to be in a social mood, because you don't have any friends with you there to rely on to do some small talk. So you need to put in a lot of work in the beginning to build that momentum of being social. And it doesn't have to go anywhere. You can just simply chatting up people, giving people value, give them some small compliments. You could also simply chatting up people and ask if they're working long shifts behind the desk in 7-Eleven, to stay with that example. You could also walk up to people and ask them for recommendation, like, what is happening out tonight? Where is the fun tonight? Because if you just train yourself to go out of your comfort zone and start small talking with everyone, then you will be in a much social mood once you arrive at the nightclubs, and it will just be easier from there. And who knows, it could also be that you meet some people along the way that invite you from stuff. Okay, step number 2 is to chat up the doorman or the people in line behind you or in front of you when you're at the venue and waiting to get into the nightclub. If you small talk with people there and kind of become friends with them in line and get to know them, then they might be able to help you out later on in the evening. And if you chat up with the doorman and remember his name, then he can also help you to get in the venue faster another day if you chatting up with them. Ask them, oh, are you working here for a long time, or do you have a long shift, or are you allowed to drink on the day you're working, or something like that. Because not a lot of people are doing that, and you will stand out for the crowd if you actually do that. So that will be step number 2. Yeah, and I've mentioned this already, but step number 3 is to befriend people working in the venue. That could be the doorman and the bartenders. It could also be a regular guest that you see out in the venue. Maybe you've noticed that they've been to that venue before. Then you can start a conversation and be like, oh yeah, I think I've seen you here before. What's your name? My name is Jacob. Use your own name. This will give you the right tools to also climb up the social hierarchy in that venue, even though you're going out alone. Because guess what? When you come back, people will remember you. If you treat them nice and talk with them and also remember something you talked about, then they will remember you and they will appreciate it. And bonus, if you can remember their name as well. Socialize with everyone. Don't just be that guy who just doing the sniper approach and only talking with the hot girls. Befriend everyone. Like, the more people you get to know throughout the night, the higher your social status will increase. That's the beautiful thing about working your way up in the venue. Your social status will increase because people will see that you're this social person who's having fun and know a lot of people. And then it will find it way easier for you to socialize with people and getting to know new people. So step number 4 is to connect with these people you feel you have a connection with on social media. If you're not asking for their social media, then how the hell are you going to meet up with them ever again? Your chances are not that high. If you don't connect with them on social media, most likely you will never see them again. Perhaps if they are regulars at that nightclub or whatever, then you will see them again. But it's not a sustainable strategy to socialize with people, and don't go for the social media. If you're here on this channel, then your goals might be to get to know new people and build a social circle or make friends. So you gotta ask for the social media or connect on social media in a casual way, so you will have a chance to meet up with them in the future. So these are the steps to go out by yourself without the fear of not getting in front of people and socializing with people. If you're doing these things right, then they will stack upon each other and help you throughout the night to make it a great night, even though you're going out by yourself. This also brings me to the next point. What if you worry about other people asking you, are you here by yourself? Where are your friends? All these kind of questions that you might have to answer to people. And it's a fair concern because we humans, we don't want to admit that we kind of don't have any friends to go out with. But if you're coming from that mindset, then it wouldn't work out for you. Then people can feel that you're not congruent by going out, and they kind of confuse why you're here in the first place. But what you should do instead is totally own the fact that you're out on a night by yourself, because not many people can do that. And as long as you don't care, people won't care either. It's all about the mindset you're coming from, what frame you're coming from. Because if you're a big excuse for yourself and be like, oh yeah, my friends wasn't out, then people will feel it weird and creepy. But if you totally just own the fact that you're out on a night by yourself just to have fun and meeting new people, then people will see, oh, this is actually pretty cool. I could do it myself, but it's actually pretty cool, and he feels really confident just going out by himself. That way you can turn this around into confidence instead of coming across as this lonely type of person who don't have any friends. But if you're just going out with that mindset, then this will help you to stand out like a social and confident person. And on top of that, if you're implementing these steps, then you will make the process much easier for you to go out by yourself and have fun. Also, it's worth remembering everyone started alone and by themselves at some point. So you shouldn't feel ashamed of it. So to summarize, what you need to do is to plan to socialize once you go out of your house. So the night doesn't start at the nightclub. No, the night starts right in front of your door, and ideally also in your house if you have roommates, or you can call up a friend. So chat up with people along the way to the nightclub and be social with everyone. Step number 2 is to socialize with everyone at the venue. People in line, the doormen, and just everyone, regular guests. And step number 3 is to become friends with all these people, so you work your way up the social hierarchy. And step number 4 is to befriend some of them, get to know them on a deeper level, and also see if there's some shared interest, and then suggest to connect on social media, because that way you will have a chance to meet up with them in the future. Maybe go out to other venues, or going to the gym together, or whatever it might be. If you find this video valuable, hit that like button and make sure to subscribe, because that will support my channel, and then you also would know when there's new videos for you. Alright, as promised, here are a story from my life, how I was able to do this. I went out in my young 20s trying to socialize with people. That way I did it a totally wrong way. I drank a lot of alcohol and got myself drunk, and it's really not the way to go. But if you apply these things and steps I lay it out for you, then you of course will meet people and find friends if that's something you're looking for. It was actually how I met one of my very good friends, who's also been on one of my videos, Bastian. And we just went out in the same nightclub over and over again, and at some point we just start conversation, and yeah, we've been friends ever since. It goes way back, maybe close to 10 years, maybe 8 years. So that's a funny little story. We just went out both by ourselves, and in a couple of nights then we start recognizing each other, and we started conversation and have become friends ever since. So this is just my message for you. It's perfectly normal to go out by yourself. I think you will be surprised to know how many who's actually doing it. But it's not something you talk about by going out by yourself, because people will find you weird. But at some point in your life you might come to the conclusion that okay, you need new friends. Maybe you don't feel that much connected to your old friend group, so you need to break free from that. Maybe find more like-minded people who also wants to meet people or work on themselves. These people are out there, and it's never too late to start over and build new friendships. Never. You should just come from an abundance mindset where you know there will be a lot of people out there to become friends with, to connect with, to start a business with, to get into a relationship, whatever. And it can also be that you meet people along the way on your journey on this that later on can help you get a job. Everything goes through human connections and the way you communicate and network with people. If you take this seriously, then I have something for you, because you can book a free consultation call with me in 3 simple steps. Step number 1 is you click the link in the description that will bring you to a page. Step number 2 is you watch the free training video. And step number 3 is you click the application form and book a free consultation call. On the call, we're gonna develop a step-by-step process in your situation, how you can do this, how you can apply these things, and what are the goals you want to work towards, and how we can develop that action plan for you so you can see results in your social life. And until next time, see you in the next video.